Hey, what's up? It actually feels like Christmas, and the cool thing is that, I always look forward to Christmas because my parents always spent a decent amount of money on me, but, the last year that I saw them at Christmas, I had a little blowout with my mom, and, I told them after that I didn't want to do gifts anymore because I felt like it was getting out of control. Like I always felt like I had to one up, my sister who married somebody that had money, and like my mom liked to act like they had money, but really my dad was just killing himself working, and she would buy these expensive gifts and like kind of put her name behind it and shit. And my dad would just like sit there like with his pockets hanging out after working his ass off and shit. So like me being, I guess, biased with that because I worked with my dad and I seen how hard he worked, and I seen how like he wouldn't even be able to enjoy Christmas time because he knew that my mom was going to straight up empty his pockets buying gifts for other people. And I noticed this, and I was just like, I don't like this. I never really cared about material things. It has nothing to do with whether I had them or not. I just never really cared about it. It's like I would have to be asked to open my gifts and shit. Like I never, as a kid, yeah, you love that. But when you get older, when you have a different spirit in you, I guess, I don't know, I'm just different than a lot of my family, and I didn't really care much about it, and it wasn't a rude I didn't care. It was just a kind of like, I'd rather just us all like laugh and shit and smoke a joint and fucking have a couple glasses of wine or something and laugh and joke. But so I told them I didn't want to do the gift thing anymore. I told my mom, and she was like, oh, I got new glasses, right? Because the other ones were like cockeyed, but now I'm wondering if I just need a new fucking nose. So I told my mom, I was like, I don't really want to do that anymore. And she goes, well, I don't know if I can do that. Got ya. Solid. All right. And that explains why she's there and I'm here, and it's been like that for 3 years. One of the many reasons, okay? But now it's like I don't really celebrate Christmas. I like the decorations and shit, so I got some decorations and stuff and hung some shit up. And I like watching people's houses decorated. I love that part. I don't like the superficial part of Christmas. That's it. All right. So that being out of the way, there's a song that I kept hearing over and over again, Men at Work, Who Can It Be? And it's about somebody knocking at somebody like, go away, don't come around here no more. And the words were kind of interesting. And I mean, there could be somebody that's checking up on somebody and they're not answering because they don't want them to see the kind of condition that they're in. And, or somebody may owe somebody money for drugs or just owe them money or some shit like that, and they're not answering their door. There's somebody that's not answering their door, or they don't want to talk to anybody. They don't want to talk to anybody. I just split the deck. It's kind of like a really unhealthy hermit, though, because a lot of you awakened beings who are awakened and thriving, you're in hermit mode just because like your soul's telling you that, and you're gaining knowledge, information. A lot of you could be resting. This could be a father of yours. You're resting, you're meditating, your body's going through changes. Some of you, you're getting these headaches where they come and they go. I think they're called cluster headaches, and it's from the shit that's happening in the atmosphere, pains. There's ascension symptoms that happen that feel like the flu, and it could feel like that thing that they talk about. So I don't want anybody rushing and thinking that they're sick, because you'll see that 9 times out of 10 that shit dissipates. So I don't want anybody running, because they don't tell you about this, because they probably know that when there's different moon cycles, that you feel different kinds of physical symptoms, and they want you to get that as much as people as they can. So don't run. Some of you are like cutting down on drug addiction, so you're feeling it. And if you're doing that, I'm very proud of you. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's definitely easier to do through spirituality than anything else. So yeah, men at work, who can it be? So I don't know what this message is going to be about. Let's find out. Archangel Michael, please protect me during this message and those listening with your light, please. Okay. Maybe you'll love me when I fade to black. The message. What's the message that we need to know? Because I don't know if it's going to be about that song, but we'll see. Gossip. What would we do without gossip, though, right? I mean, shit. We all do it. We just may not realize it. I try, but I'm not saying I always am, to like make the shit that comes out of my mouth factual. So when I'm talking about something that I've been through about somebody, you can best believe that if I said that it happened, it fucking happened. That's just the kind of broad that I am. And people who really know me know that for a fact. So let's give them something to talk about. All right. This could be good and bad. It's not always bad. Gossip's not always bad. And when you're healed, you don't care about gossip because you know that it doesn't affect you. You know that when people gossip, it's because they're jealous. You know that they're not healed. You feel bad for them. It's a completely different... I just saw black magic. So this could be like... this could be people talking on a whole. I saw bully too. Shit. This could be somebody in particular for some of you. But this could also be people just talking on a whole across the world about how black magic's been used for a long time. Any kind of manipulation. So I want to talk to you about something else too. Like parents, like narcissistic parents. You have the parents, usually when they're together and they're married, they have a love of money. And they only want their kids if they can provide some kind of money, whether that be you working for them or with them or just working and contributing to their bills if you live at home, or if you marry somebody with money, they'll be your best friend. And, but then you have the other parents, which is usually like a widower, like a father or a mother that's by themselves, and they don't want their kids to leave the house. They don't care much about money, but they do care about controlling their children, even if they have to triangulate them against each other to keep them close, to keep that parent looking like the hero. It's that false sense of heroism with the parent. Either way, it's toxic as fuck, and this is the generational curses that we're breaking. But when there's a house involved, because what I experienced is this, with my boyfriend. His mom bought a house, but she doesn't like take care of it. So it's falling apart. Okay. My parents, they take care of their things. That's one thing. Like I'm super obsessively clean and organized because of them. I got a lot of good traits from my parents. Okay. A lot. And, so most of my good traits come from them. I just want to clear that up. I'm not haters of my parents. You know, they just really shocked me over the past, like few years really. And, but I'm over that and I'm healed, and, I hope that they change, and I hope that they can understand their part. Right. But it is what it is. So this mother was like, what these parents will do is, she bought this house by herself. She made it very clear because she reminded them how hard she worked for that house because their dad left and wanted a divorce and stuff. But she's the reason. My boyfriend's understanding now that when the dad's not there to speak for himself and now he's passed away, the mom's going to tell you whatever she wants you to believe to make herself look like the good parent, even if it's making up stories about fights that they had and shit, or just saying your dad wasn't a good dad and he hasn't really been in his life long enough to remember whether he was a good dad on his own. But now we're watching things on TV and we're learning things on YouTube about other people's experiences with narcissistic mothers. And he's starting to remember shit now because his ancestors, and this is probably what's happening with a lot of you, or it's going to, where you're going to have a lot of shit from your childhood. Once you separate from family, you have your awakening and you're kind of being pulled to walk away, or you're being pulled away, so that you can heal from shit that you don't even know that you need healing from. Okay. It gets as deep as some kids are finding out that they were touched and their parents, even if it wasn't them, they didn't do anything about it. Or that your parents really weren't in your life a lot, that maybe you're realizing you were at a grandparent's house or like an aunt or something, or a neighbor's house a lot. or just that you're remembering fighting maybe with a certain parent or both of them, and because you were programmed and you were told it kind of doesn't exist in subliminal ways, you know, by taking your focus off the shit and comparing it to other parents who are maybe like, well, at least we're not beating you like Johnny's parents is doing, and you're like, well, damn, the fucking verbal shit really destroyed me, so I sometimes would have rather you put your hands on me and shit, like that kind of stuff. You're gonna have like shit dropped mentally in your head by your ancestors, and they're only going to give you at a time what they feel like you can handle to heal, because we don't need that. That's the generational curse. Like I said, we don't need, now when we have kids, it's like now they become narcissists and they become controlling, and it becomes this toxic shit that just keeps going on and on and on. And that's why I said people have a chance to heal and change, and if not, they're going to be wiped off the planet. It's just as simple as that. I don't mean to be ignorant or rude, but if you know the end result, it's not like even foresight. If you know the end result is that the creator wants a fucking planet where there's not any kind of mind control of any kind, whether it's like on a global scale or whether it's in your families and manipulative parents and shit, to get away with things or to hide their problems. He wants fair, equal give and take with everything. That's the whole reason that we're supposed to be here. So if you know that that's the end result and shit, then you know that anything else that's not expressing that or conducive to that has to go. And if that's people, then that's how it is. Everybody had a chance, and your free will, like I said, can make the shit or break the shit. So this mother was like very adamant about saying that she was leaving this house. Now this house is falling apart, so it's like at the end of the day, what is this thing you're leaving me? Like a hole burning in my pocket that I have to fix everything up? Because basically what this is the house is a manipulative tool to make the kids feel bad for the mom and keep them on her side. It's like that false sense of heroism, like your dad just up and left and I had to do this by myself, and then you find out the dad did not up and leave. The mom like drove him fucking loco and shit and wouldn't leave it alone. And that, you know, we're not told that just even in Christianity, it's like stay in a marriage. Like I said, that shit's toxic. Stay in a marriage even if you're unhappy. You know what I mean? Your kids will be unhappy. You'll be unhappy. This is what God wants. Bullshit. So she was Christian. And I have a feeling that, you know, it was probably a little too much. You know, I don't know. I don't want to speak for this guy because he wasn't there. But from what I experienced, it was a lot of like, look at me, I'm perfect. And, you know, as a Christian, then you're not a Christian, because that goes against what you're supposed to be like, right? So this house thing was the constant thing of like, well, you know, this is going to be yours and I'm leaving it for you, so don't leave me, right? Don't leave me. So, yeah, we don't need that. It's that's just as toxic sometimes as the verbally abusive and physically abusive, because it's like, now you're keeping somebody from moving on in their life, and now the kids are like, well, like, I want to get my own house, but like, I know in the back of my mind, it's that program, I'm going to get one for free. But then all this shit gets done to the house and nobody takes care of it. It's like, what are you left with? Something you have to put money into anyway. Now it's like the end of your life. Your mother's dying, and now you feel obligated to stay in this home or stay close to her. Okay, because of this mental manipulation, which they call, if you see that, black magic, is any kind of manipulation against somebody's free will. So Derek Prince he did videos on here, and he was more of a Christian, and you know, I don't agree with a lot of that stuff, but he does make, there's some valid points that Christianity and spirituality do share just about life. That manipulation of someone's free will is manipulating energy. So that is considered black magic. So when, you know, they call these people like witches and word witches, because they're very good at verbally wording things to make people feel bad and making them change their mind on something, on an answer they would have given had they not have use this word salad, this narcissistic word salad. Do you understand? Does that make sense? So, yeah. So, you know, he just basically wants his own life now. He's doing everything on his own. She was paying his phone bill. She was paying for the roof over his head. She was paying for the food that he ate. My man went and did a 180 just within a couple of months and started paying for his own roof over his head, his own cell phone, his own food. And granted, he should have by now, because a lot of guys are, but there's a lot of guys who are in the situation where they're, you know, their home life with their parent just spoon feeding them and not taking the nipple out was like, it was corrosive for these guys. So You need to hurry and pick up your love. What's this gossip? Oh, look who they talking about, you. Oh, it's either they're talking about you, divine feminine, or your mother is gossiping, right? And I'm going to say for either one, it's like, what else is new, right? So, down. Just for you to go and break my heart again. So, what happened? Oh, shit. Are people talking because they want to apologize? Is there a mother that wants to apologize? Maybe that's not even your mother. It could be somebody else's mother. Because, you know, as divine feminines especially, we get a lot of mothers that are jealous and judge us wrongly because they're insecure with themselves. Every guy I've ever dated, their mother had some kind of issue with me. And I'm like, first off, I'm the best fucking thing that ever came into your son's life. You know, I take care of them like a wife and I'm not their wife. I also take care of them like a mother. I don't even know if I was supposed to sign up for that shit, but I did it anyway. That's the part they didn't like. There's a mother never wants somebody, an insecure mother anyway, never wants somebody to come in and take their role. Now, a very secure mother like myself wants your son to be happy, whether they're gay or straight. All right, I made that very clear. I didn't care if my son was gay. In fact, if I knew that he was going to be happy in life genuinely and it had to be gay, then I was going to help him look for one and shit, because that's what I care about. That's what an empathic mother cares about. A narcissistic mother cares about what their kids make them look like. Sure. Yeah. Toxic. You see why this world is so fucked up? Because it came from generational shit. Where does the generations come from? Family. Hello? They don't want to admit this though, but maybe they are now. I don't know. Who knows? What's this Page of Cups? There could be a mother that's very immature too with this Page of Cups and the Empress, you know. Somebody could, because if you're gossiping and a Page of Cups, it's like just very childish, like energy. And I know this isn't my divine feminines and shit. We don't do that shit, you know. We speak truth, like I said. So someone's gossiping about how you probably changed. You know, I look at this and I feel like this is like you closing out cycles, which means like you're finishing shit. It's like 180. I feel like it's like, you know what I mean? Like you're closing out a cycle with yourself, and people are seeing that like, you're better than you were before. That's sowing good seeds. But if this is why people want to come back and apologize, would they still want to come back and apologize if you were looking like who did it and ran off? You know what I mean? I always wonder that. Like if I didn't, because we're not supposed to judge people based on where they're at in life, because somebody's going to wind up fucking judging you based on where you are in life. And then where you going to be? You going to remember. You going to remember that you did it to somebody else. So would you still want to apologize if this person wasn't doing better? Because if this is a mother and you had a mother that cared about what you looked like or you acted like because they felt like it reflected on them, but they didn't want to say, well, maybe I'm a part of this. You know, I'll be a part of your greatness, but I don't want to be a part of your sadness and shit. That's fucked up. So if this is a mother, ask yourself, would this mother want to apologize? If you know that you were triangulated and your other sibling was triangulated to turn against you, and now that sibling, like how the universe works, is like that sibling gets taken away from the mother. All the supply gets taken away from the narcissistic parents. It's happening even to my boyfriend's mother, you know. His brother lives in Texas. That motherfucker's like, you can sit there and argue mom's side all the time, I said, but you moved damn well across the country away from her, so don't tell me shit. Brian's like, you know, I live with her. So it must be easy for you to sit there and go on her side and go against me when, why don't you come back, brother? Why don't you come back and see what it's like here instead of just assuming some shit, okay? And so, yeah, it's just, you know, all this shit had to happen. It's just getting too out of control, like I said. People are talking about how you're actually doing better with a particular person. This could be a home to a relationship as an Ace of Cups. A King of Pentacles. This is a person who actually has their shit together. So I don't know if this is King of Pentacles' mother is talking. Maybe this person gossiped about some shit and now their foot's being put in their mouth, because that's happening to a lot of people now too, who judged, thought they knew some shit, thought they'd seen a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like somebody's like, maybe they want to apologize for talking about you. And this is usually only happens because karma. Because let's just say it for what it is. People are only sorry like when shit goes bad in their life. If they could keep getting away with gossiping and being jerk-offs, believe me, they're more comfortable in that energy. Yeah, you have somebody that takes care of you. You have a solid relationship. Your life is calm and cool. You seem to not want for much. And this is your judgment, is to never. So, if you know that you're chosen, you're part of your judgment for being here, because you signed up to do some pretty difficult work, is to always have everything that you need. That's why if it seems like every time you were supposed to fall flat on your face, something just miraculously comes through, is because that's a contract that you signed, As long as you're doing, they say, God's work, which is being in your higher self, being a good person. It doesn't have to be like reading from the Bible and preaching, and it doesn't have to be even prophesizing and saying shit. It's just being a good person. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Yeah, you cutting out bullshit. You just cutting it out. You're like, oh, what's that? You come with what? Yeah, we can't get down. We can't even have a conversation. A lot of you are cutting out anybody and everybody who brings anything other than peace in your life, because you work very hard to bring peace and tranquility in your life, and you're like, I'll be damned. Yeah, especially this motherfucker. Yeah, you can't come at me with some like loving words. Put that fucking sword away or give it to somebody who deserves it, because Divine Feminine, I feel like that's who I'm speaking to right now. It ain't here. We don't take that shit no more. You cutting out any kind of dude who doesn't respect you. Anybody. I don't even care. I don't even think it has to do with a female. A dude. I think it could just be a female as well. Stay out of the news. So you're laying low. You're kind of like just keeping to yourself. You don't like a lot of attention drawn to you and shit. I feel you. I don't like this Knight of Swords and Death, though. I'm going to be honest. All the dope boys. A lot of you are staying away from any dudes, feminines, that if they're selling drugs or they're into gang shit or criminal shit, you're just like, I can't. I've come too far. Or you need to. So you transformed. You're so different than what you were in the past. You're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles now. Just responsible, very abundant. Like the Queen of Pentacles is like a boss figure, somebody who knows how to handle money, and somebody who's very fair with it too. Somebody who doesn't mind helping people out, which is kind of a lot like unlike the people that we were around recently, right? For those of us, we've dealt with some pretty weird people. I hope this doesn't say that somebody who at one point with the Knight of Swords like kind of wanted you dead now wants to reconcile. Because it's almost saying like somebody who made a decision too quick that could have taken you out now wants to apologize. It's like we can accept your apology from afar, sir, or whoever this is. Yeah, I feel like you can't be fooled easily either. I said, when we're awakened, you can't do anything to us now. We can smell bullshit. We can smell Ode the Judas cologne. Yeah, look, you're seeing clearly now. You're not confused anymore. You can't be fooled. So if somebody was trying to come in, Knight of Swords, and just take you off, or just this doesn't even have to be killing you, but a lot of us have experience. We found out that this is exactly what someone was trying to do. Let's say they just wanted to like get you off your path, okay? Will be nice. Now that they know they can't do it. Now it's like, now you want to be cool? Yeah, true. Now you want to be cool? So if I was not awakened and I was still asleep and you could get over on me and manipulate me like you could, you wouldn't want to reconcile with me? Like, you have to ask these questions, like, why? What is happening in your life? Oh, your money's funny. Yeah. I don't feel like your money has been affected since this whole pandemic. Those of us who know that we're protected by some kind of higher power, it's not just on a spiritual realm. Our money's been protected. Our homes have been protected. It's kind of amazing, right? When you put that faith in a higher power, you're just like, wow, man, life is so calm and easy and sweet. You know, and it's like those who put their faith in this one. Well, yeah, look, I just split the deck. I mean, it speaks for itself. You hang with negative, low-vibing people, you're going to get a negative, low-vibing life. You guys put the work in, though. Somebody also really tried really hard to put the work in to make you like this, though. And they couldn't. I hope I don't ring around the rosy. What is this song? You guys may know. I hope I don't OD. I actually heard something, and then I seen there was a song about overdosing yesterday on our way to go shopping for food, and then I seen the Demi Lovato magazine that said her scary overdose, and I knew that was a message for somebody else that I was dealing with, that I feel like they got so far into, that there's a lot of people out there right now who got deeper into drug addiction during this quarantine, people who went the opposite way that we decided to go. You worked very hard to bring balance into your life. You have balance with someone that loves you or you love very much with this King of Cups person, like they love you very much. And then you got this Emperor and King of Swords. Like, if this is either your person and they boss the fuck up, or this is somebody else, let's find out. What's up with this person? What's up with this Emperor, King of Cups, and King of Swords? Are they all one person? This may be 3 different people that want to come back and make things right with you. Somebody's not doing well. I feel like this may be all the same person. This is somebody who may have come off like a King of Cups, like loving, and they came off like they were gonna be like this, but then they wound up being very cold and just as a matter of fact and like my way or the highway type of shit. And I feel like they can't. They're trying to figure out a way to make something right with you, but I feel like you had this person cut off. Yeah, like you're just like, I don't need it, I don't want it, and they're not doing too well because they're not used to people standing their ground like you. They're used to weak people, whether this is men or women in their life. I feel like they made a point to surround themselves with weak people because they always wanted to be the strongest person in the room. But when you're doing that, you're actually the weakest in the room. When you're look, strongest, they want to be the strongest in the room. They can't believe how strong that you are. They never come across anybody like you. Like I said, when you're trying to create a crew and you want to be the toughest one, so you create what you believe are weaker people, that is being weak. Because yes, correct. Because those of us who are strong, we like other strong people around us because we like learning from other people. It's like they say, like, if you're the smartest one in your crew, you need to start thinking about bringing some new members into your crew. This is why I don't really hang with many people, because I always seem to be, right now, I always seem to be like the most awakened anyway, because I feel bad saying the smartest, but I mean, I guess I am going to say that for the people that I've come in contact with. I do feel like a lot of them, like, not even smarter, just more aware, awakened. I don't want to say that, because who's to say someone's more smart? Wise, more wise, absolutely, you know. This is either this person is like this, trying to find, maybe looking up shit on the computer or trying to find some shit out about you. They could be watching a lot of tarot readings. Or this is just you are successful by yourself. You didn't need anybody to help you. You were successful at whatever this is, wherever your life is at right now that it wasn't before. You did this solo, whether this is get over addiction, start a business, finish school, start school again, whatever this was, you did this by yourself and you're successful. And you're happy by yourself. That's another thing this says, right? Look at this kid. I tell you all the time, like, look at that happy kid. You're happy by yourself. You don't need someone else. And this masculine energy that you were dealing with, yeah, look, they like to be caught up with other people. They can't be by themselves. This is like a narcissist. They need to be around someone all the time because they don't know how to validate themselves. They don't like who they are. Deep down, a narcissist doesn't like who they are. They have to be around somebody else to make them feel better. And that's just a fact. I can't even understand some of this fucking music today. This person also knows, this person is probably creeping or spying on your social media or whatever and finding out that you are actually successful. You have a happy relationship. This is someone you live with, you're married to. Maybe you guys got remarried. Some of you got remarried and this is your ex-husband. And so some people, it's just someone that you're living with, you're in a relationship with. You could have just started dating, but you're happy and they see that you're happy. Yeah, look at this. They see that you're happy. You could be outside skipping and shit. You're so happy. And that makes somebody feel like this. Because if they're with somebody in their life right now, this is what it's like every day. And they could even have the cops come to their house and shit because of this fighting. But I'm also getting, because of this and this together, that this is this person's karma for either how they treated you over somebody else that wasn't worth a shit, or how they just treated you in general. And because you just went, ice, baby. Yeah, you're like, bitch, I'm fucking cool the way that I am, okay? I don't play head games. I don't play this shit even with my friend group. If you don't realize what a great friend I am even, I'm out. I'm not holding on to shit. You're not holding on to anything. I feel like a lot of yous are just like, oh, cool. Oh, you want to talk shit about me? Cool, we're done talking. Block. You know, or, oh, okay, you don't want to give me, if someone borrows some shit of yours, you don't want to give it back? Cool, fucking keep it. You know what I mean? We're not holding on to anything. That means relationships. We're not holding on to arguments. We're letting a lot of things go. It almost looks like, I told my boyfriend, I said, it almost looks like we don't care. But you kind of have to be like that to yourself. Do you understand? You have to, don't give a shit whether somebody thinks that you look ignorant letting shit go. All right? It's like, this is what frees you when you let things go. Because holding on to things, what people said, what people did, or even material shit, holding on to anything is toxic. It's extra weight you don't need. All right? Hold on to your dignity. Hold on to your self-respect if you're going to hold on to anything. Let's get an oracle card here. Where are we at? 32. That was interesting. Okay. The dark side. A lot of you are realizing, I got a dark side. And I like it. You send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you. Where'd that come from? Who you hanging with? Ooh. I like the way you comb your hair. I like those stylish clothes you wear. It's just the little things you do that show how much you really care. Like when I'm all alone with you. Damn. You know exactly what to do. Shit. Alright. So a lot of you aren't alone. It don't seem like you're alone. And for some of you, this is you singing to you, and that's alright. That's alright, yeah, because you got balance. You're understanding just how important balance really is, man. It's like a make or break in these times. Because you know how difficult it is to find balance in times like this? They want you to be afraid. They want you to have anxiety. They want you to have fear. We don't have no fear over here. When you got that higher power, that solid fucking, you know, we're like, fear what? I fear, well, what you fear healthy is what some people are fearing, like, for real right now. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? You know who I'm talking about. All right. What do we need to know? This fucking thief card, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm tired of seeing it. But apparently, a lot of us are experiencing thievery. Thievery, evil. I'm just going to show you this because these are ones I wrote on. Evil, thief. So now I'm going to pull another one and see if we can get a sign or something for you guys. Cousin. So a lot of you, your motherfucking cousin is the evil thief. What else do we need to know? Child and aunt. This could be your aunt's child or your child. Unfortunately, for some of you guys, your whole family was involved in something. And you just, instead of trying to drive yourself nuts to let it go. It's like, I did a reading on myself earlier, and these cards afterward that came out was sister, child, and Libra. Okay? Now I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. My nephew, my firstborn nephew, looks like my son. Looks nothing like his father. Her second son, and I told my son this, he looks just like my son, and like my son's father and my sister were very flirtatious and shit, okay? And he's a Libra, okay? So when sister and child and pregnant and Libra came out, somebody stole somebody's wealth here, aunt, cousin. But, you guys already know, expect that shit. Expect to find out that you have money coming to you and you're not supposed to be struggling. But it's all getting fixed. Trust in a higher power. It's all getting fixed. But yeah, so I remember telling my son, like, damn, this one looks like you. And he was like, yeah, no, she just said that, the first one looked like Grandpop and the second one, looked like her husband. And I was like, yeah, no, the first one looks like you, my man. And he just said, what are you trying to say? And I just left it blank. I didn't say nothing because I don't make accusations and shit, all right? I only say what the fuck I see in front of me. And what I saw in front of me is somebody a kid that looks like, it could be my son's stepbrother. I'm going to keep it 100, okay? And when your whole family stops talking to you at one shot, you wonder, do these people know and they were keeping it from me? Because I feel if that's what you guys are doing in these times, I feel real sorry for you because the karma's going to be so heavy for you guys. So, but like we said, we don't say facts. But there's a lot of people right now finding out that the betrayal, the shit they talk about in that book, right? It's like the betrayal in the Bible came from sisters, brothers, parents, everybody blood, man. They don't talk much about betrayal from people that they didn't know, right? So just be ready. The truth always comes out, though. I love you guys. I hope you have a good day today. Bye.